Good morning, everybody. Oh, that's cool. ADD like mofo. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day as always. Yesterday when I pulled the Audi Donnie's B6 outside, I noticed, you guys can see it, there's some droplets. And that has me concerned. I want to double check a couple things, hoping that we don't have a problem with a transmission line, or maybe a power steering line for that matter. Don't know, but that is a problem and I want to get into it. So we got to get that done. And we got the timing guides for the 3.2 liter, which are awesome. What else? We have the tools now to get Dom's high pressure fuel pump off and lock the timing guides in. I hear you, Brody, we're coming. What? Get in here. Man, he's got a nose on him. All right, guys, let's just get this B6 inside, see what's going on with it. Power steering seems to be working. What is that? What is that? That's so good. That's so good. That's transmission fluid. So it looks like we got a bit of a transmission leak. And this is thing that could happen. My money is it's leaking from the lower power steering line. Let's get a light. Here's the upper one right here. You guys can't even see that. All right. No, there's the upper power steering line, upper transmission line right there. So I'm gonna take a gander. It's probably that bottom one's leaking. First concern that comes to mind is A, did I tighten it up? B, did the O-ring that's on the line, is it torn? Is it got a rip in it? Any number of things like that. If it's not tight all the way, well, we already know why it's leaking then. But if the O-ring's got a tear in it, even though it might seal and look at first glance, it looks fine, there could be a little bitty tear in it, and that tear in the O-ring is actually allowing the fluid to pass through, which sucks as well because it's leaking and we got to fill it up, and there's only one way to fill up 5HP-24, and that's with the scan tool, a whole lot of transmission fluid, and you got to pump it in from the bottom. So plus the transmission has to be at operating temperature, but the only way to get to operating temperature is if it has no leaks. So we got to get that leak buttoned up, and then we're gonna have to check the level of the transmission because I don't know, now I am slightly concerned on how much fluid it might have in it. I know the radiator cooler doesn't have that much in it. We get to diagnosing things here real quick. I'll be back. All right, well, good news is figured out what's wrong. You guys might not be able to see it very well, but there's a little bitty tear. There's a really odd little deformity to the O-ring right there. I'll try to zoom in on it if I can. I'm gonna get it out of there real quick and we're gonna take a quicker look at it because we're gonna have to get a replacement. So what I'm trying to do here is roll the O-ring over the front. There we go. Oh yeah, that was our problem. So here's the catch-22. I might have been able to prevent this if it was damaged. Hypothetically speaking, it may not have been damaged though, going in. That said, these are little things that you want to consider when you're using old parts. Anytime you're taking apart major components of your car, you should always consider looking at the 5-cent part. This is one of those my bad moments. Thankfully, I noticed the spill on the ground and I was able to get it dealt with before it got out of hand. Last thing we'd want to do is get Donnie down the road and he drops a transmission because of a 5-cent part. I had the hiccups that whole time, sorry. All right, so I went to Charlie's and I'm pretty sure I found an O-ring that matches. They had a nice set of Viaton O-rings, so I found this one. Hunting through there, and I believe this will be the right. This is like 2.2 millimeters thick. This is like 2 millimeters dead. So it's just a little shy. We're gonna see if this will work. If it doesn't, Audi does got one. I'll just have to run down there and get them. Or the other odds is Donnie's got the core off his other car, which we can just rob one of the O-rings off of it. So we're gonna cross our fingers and give this thing a whirl here. Get it in there. All right, I'm gonna need both hands for this one, so set you guys down. All right, start placing your bets right now. Will a 33-cent O-ring from Charlie's fix this problem? So far, no leaky. No leaky. This is making me stoked. I'm super stoked right now. All right, we're gonna let this thing idle for a little bit and let it get up to temperature and see what happens.
Meanwhile,
don't be alarmed. Went and got a little ear lift. It's a lot shorter than what I planned for. Great thing about hair, it grows back. So, what do we got going on? We got the back of the car jacked up now, and it's looking like our 33-cent O-ring worked out just fine, which is awesome. That means that this was a cheap, easy fix. It was just an oops, you know, shit happens type thing. But now we gotta check the level of the transmission. So to do that, you gotta get under the car. Your drain plug is right here on the back of the transmission. It's also your fill tube, but you basically gotta start the car, let it get up to temperature, unscrew this thing, and then if fluid pours out, awesome, you're filled. If nothing comes out, then we need to put fluid in it. That, my friends, is what we are bound to do. So let's get it done. And we should probably go ahead and bolt this up. Let's get that front end bolted up first, and then we'll open the door. All right, guys, so now that we got the car all put back together, I'm getting it warmed up because we need to see what the transmission temperature is. Transmission temperature, 73 degrees right now. This is for a 5HP-24, but it says 80 degrees Celsius, but factoring cold air, yada, yada, yada. We're about 78 degrees right now, so we're just a few degrees off from being operating temperature. Engine needs to be at least 150 degrees, which, what is the engine? Engine temp, nope, it's engine torque. Is it not gonna tell me engine? Oh, engine temp. No, that's ECU temp. Da, 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 da. It's not gonna tell me engine temp, so we'll do it the old fashioned way. So the engine is up to temp. So we're gonna go ahead and slide underneath there, and what I'm gonna look for is if the fluid spills down on me and runs all over the place, we don't need any. But if nothing spills out whatsoever, then we're gonna have to add fluid. And on deck tonight for that is gonna be the liquid moly ATF. They sell this, I don't know where he got this, but he got a 21 US quart. Like, this is the Costco of liquid moly. It's the perfect thing for the hoarder in me, because I love to hoard onto fluids and things. Anyway, to do this, you gotta have the car running, so just no. Here we go, let's get it done. Yeah. So you see right now how there's nothing coming out? Means it's low. We gotta get fluid for it. All right, well, it looks like the crisis was averted. You don't gotta worry about that. Now it's time to just gotta clean up our mess, you know? All right, I got a confession to make before I end tonight. You know, sometimes things happen and it's not what you wanted. You paid for something, completely did not get what you wanted in any way, shape. That happened tonight. Like, and it upset me bad. Like, I was pretty sure that my wife plotted against me because she hates she like made it very clear she hated my long hair. And I'm like, I'm sitting over here like, you know what? I've never had long hair. I want to give it a whirl. Let's see if I can get that, you know, Han hair going on. Pop a picture up here, me like Han, bag of chips, sitting in an no, just fine. But no, seriously, I wanted like long hair. I thought I don't know, I wanted to do it, give it a go, at least once. That's what the plan was. This is what we came out with. And be frank, it's freaking 2 degrees outside. I did not dress to have no hair covering my ears and my neck. And everything's cold when I get raped when I go outside. It's like they just come up and go, "Arr!" My point here is, it's not that bad. Nothing is never ever that bad. You know, it's hair, it's gonna go back. It sucks because, you know, had I gone this long, I really haven't stared at myself in a mirror, but if I was gonna go this short, I probably would have just cut it. Anyway, guys, I'm ranting, I'm rambling. Just live life every day. Laugh at least once a day. It'll all be okay. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If the AI figured out a way to get you here, consider subscribing. All we do every day is figure out ways to save thousands on working on our own shit boxes, do race car things, and occasionally decide to take a look inside of the finest of German engineered automobile technology. But that's all we do every day. If you're into stuff just like that, consider subscribing. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Peace. I'm Audi. I'll see you tomorrow.